Let's get it.
Hey, it's Bryan with DD214. Welcome back to the channel. It's Wednesday night, and if I seem a little bit kind of sketchy this second, it's because up until this last second, I was putting stuff together to make this show happen tonight. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about always leave yourself a way out, guys. And this is really an important topic. And I really want some interaction from you guys to give me ideas on how you've left yourself a way out and it saved you. All right, so before we get going too far, let's thank our veterans and first responders for all they do and all they continue to do for this country. We would not be the country we are today without them. All right, Wounded Warrior Project and St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital is our charities of choice. If you can help us with that, that would be great. You could go to the Patreon site there and donate, and I will reach out to you with my phone number and help you for whatever you need. And just so you know, everything on that end of it is matched by us and donated at the end of the year. So we're always excited at the end of the year to see how much we could raise. All right, don't forget the trailer service and repair unit is out and about. It's 90 miles around Charlotte. That is your safe zone. If you have a problem, we can get out there and help you. So if you need us, reach out. There's a form there, and there's a phone number on there as well. All right, this evening, Hotshot Trucking, leave a way out, guys. It is so important to leave the way out. We'll be with that in 1 second. All right, look at this. Diesel prices down to an average of $3.42.9. $3.42.9. So $3.43. That's almost 9 cents down from a week ago. That's a lot, guys. So yeah, we got to be thankful for what we got here. U.S. news. U.S. inflation cooled in May, sent the stock market through the roof today. Traffic resumes through the Port of Baltimore. So they've got the commercial traffic moving in and out of Baltimore now. Now, this could be something here that could really throw us in a loop. Dock workers at the ports from Boston to Houston halt labor talks because the ports are wanting to automate, and automation means the dock workers won't have a job. So they're going to probably strike if they can't get something done there, and that's going to be a problem. I'm going to just tell you now, because that's everything coming in and out of the U.S. Okay. All right, on that last one-day break inspection blitz, 448 vehicles were placed out of service. Now, guys, you know, everybody in the world is telling everybody that, hey, we're having a blitz on this day and we're checking for brakes. And 448 trucks was placed out of service. That's some just hard-headed shit right there, brother. If you're not getting it, okay, but that's on you. All righty. News. And listen to this. You guys that's running the South down through Mississippi, this is very important. You got to pay attention to this. The Tennessee Department of Transportation will be closing Interstate 55 Mississippi River Bridge for 2 weeks to continue construction activities on the I-55 and Crump interchanges. The closure will take place from 8 p.m. Sunday, June 9th, which was 2 days ago, through 8 p.m. Sunday, June 23rd at the following locations. And that's I-55 southbound will be closed at Bridgeport Road in Arkansas, and I-55 northbound will be closed at South Parkway in Tennessee. Local Memphis traffic will be allowed to continue to McLemore exit. I-55 southbound ramp will be closed. Crump Boulevard westbound will be closed. Now, that's it right there. So if you guys are running in that area, you need to avoid that like a plague. And you can do that by running 240 and 40, unless you have to go down 55 for some reason. So just keep that in mind. Put that in your logs for the next couple of weeks. That area, that little spot's going to be closed, and you're going to have a lot of congestion. All right. Don't forget Operation Safe Driver Week scheduled for July 7th through the 13th. And Brake Safety Week. Here we go again with another Brake Safety Week. Is August 25th through the 31st. Okay. Now, I will tell you, if you have a leak in seal, if you give these guys any reason to dig into your trailer, they're going to dig into your trailer. So my suggestion is, if you have even no matter what the smallest leak is on that trailer, get that thing fixed. All right, pictures of the week. Look at. So there's Robert. Now I will tell you, most of my guys are home this week, so I don't have a lot of pictures. But there's Robert. Sent these in before he went home. That's Robert again. He's loaded up. This is actually taking him back home. And that's Robert again. So we got Robert down to Florida, and yeah, that's his loads for the week. So the crazy shit you see out there, you look at this kind of stuff, and it's like, I just can't even imagine how this happened. It looked like he lost control way back behind this truck and just drove straight up under it. I have no idea what's going on with that. So, under the hood. All right, so we inspected our trailer. We bring the trailers in. Of course, we inspect them on every pre-trip, but we bring the trailers in, and we try to do a good, hard, thorough inspection on everything. And just so you know, Robert come up with 2 or 3 broken welds. And these are things that once they get up under your trailer, once this officer has a reason to climb up under your trailer, he's going to look for this stuff. But we found 4 broken welds, cracked welds, and we ground them out. And shit, that was part of my pictures for this week too, and I didn't put them on there. Been a busy week, man. So yeah, so we ended up fixing that trailer. I still have a busted shock on mine that I got to fix. So it's been busy. Just about everybody's home. I think I got one driver out and running. I'm running the service van this week. My trailer's down, but I do have the parts now. And Mila and I got married. So yeah, we did. We got married. Can you believe it? She's such a sucker. So all right. So let's see what we got. Let me give you some pictures here. Since you guys are here, let me show you some of the pictures we got. All right. That's me laughing. I just called her a sucker. Told her last chance she's got to run. This is the picture after the wedding. Aren't I a lucky guy? So this is at the dinner we had. some great food. This was a Brazilian steakhouse. If you've never been, go. I mean, this place was phenomenal. That's just some of the salad bar stuff they had out. And this is how they serve you meat. They come by with big skewers of meat and just cut you off as much as you want right there. And I ate until I like to explode. And here's the whole family. This is everybody sitting at the table, and everybody's got that. I got the meat sweat look on their face, and I'm telling you, I ate until I couldn't hardly breathe. So yeah. So there's everybody on that. So now, who we got over here? So that was the wedding. You guys are always here, so I figured I would share it with you a little bit. So what do we got? What do we got? Run, run, run. Rodney Beckner. Hey, Beckner. What's up, brother? Great news. Congratulations. Thanks, Kelly. We got Kelly Stump is in the house. Good evening. Good evening. All right. So let's talk about this a minute. Always leave yourself a way out. Now, situational awareness. A recent study has shown that a professional driver makes over 100 conscious and subconscious decisions every minute while behind the wheel. Think about that. It's over a decision a second. It's almost a decision and a half a second. There are 6 sectors to every vehicle that a professional driver must focus on and always be aware of. Now, a lot of these seem silly, but there's some that you don't think about. So your sectors are forward, of course, and backwards, right, left, above, and below. Okay, those are your sectors that you have to pay attention to. Now, you may not think that 100 conscious and subconscious decisions every minute is a lot, but it is a ton. And that's why you are so tired when you come off the road. You're exhausted. All right, forward. When you're running forward, you keep your eyes on the road ahead. You look into the distance. What are you looking for? You're looking for pedestrians, stopped vehicles, brake lights, merging vehicles, or debris. You're looking for anything. And if you're doing that, that's going to give you time to react. Okay. When you look backwards, what are you looking for? You're looking for passing vehicles that might be you should be in the right lane. And if you are, you really only have to worry about one mirror, but you're in the right lane. You're looking for passing vehicles, making sure that if you see them coming up on you, they just don't stop and hang out in your blind spot. I call that riding the hip. Hate it. They'll get right up on you and just sit there. You're looking to check your load securement, to make sure there's nothing going on with that load, to make sure that your straps aren't bouncing, or your chains aren't bouncing, your tarp's not flying in the wind. But you want to check, go back to the front. Check, go back to the front. If everything's okay, give it a minute or two, go back to it. But you have to be watching that load just as much as you watch out front. Okay. All right. On the right, you're going to be watching for pedestrians, stopped vehicles, merging vehicles, debris, or obstacles. On the left, you're going to be watching for pedestrians, stopped vehicles, merging vehicles, debris, or obstacles, and oncoming traffic. Okay. You know, again, if you're watching out the front, if you're looking out the front of that truck, you should be scanning that whole horizon. Okay. And you need to be looking at everything. All right. On top, I know this sounds weird, on top of your truck, whether you're in a semi or a hot shot, you always got to stay aware of what is over top of you. You know, you're going to watch for low underpass signs. It normally doesn't affect a hot shot, but you never know. And you've got to keep your eye on that. You're looking for overhanging structures such as an awning, low-hanging vegetation, like maybe a tree broke and it's just hanging in the road and you're going to hit it. Okay, so you got to be watching that. Now on the bottom, you're going to be looking for large potholes, bridge failures, debris or obstacles in the road. Now, I can't tell you how many times that I've had to make corrective actions just to, avoid a blown out tire, a gator laying in the road. You have to get over. Now, it's extremely important that you don't run over these things. I've seen drivers run over them, and when they do, it just rips the bottom. It can take out a tank, it can take out lines, it can take out airbags, whatever. But you need to, without flipping over the truck, you need to try not to hit those things. And how do you do that? You leave yourself a way out. Okay. I'm going to get into a few things, but I think the most important thing you can do is increase your following distance. If you let whatever's in front of you go on and just increase your following distance, no matter the weather, it will allow you vision to look down the road and see that object in the road and make corrective action. Okay, so don't get behind somebody and run, because anything their tires pick up is hitting you. Anything they swerve to miss, you're not going to have time to swerve and miss. Okay, it's just going to be the casualty. Okay, so let's roll up here. Let's see what we have. Okay, now the first thing you've got to do to always leave yourself a way out is to avoid distractions. You know, you want to pay attention to the road and minimize your distractions. If you're in traffic, you don't need to be on a cell phone. You don't need to take your eyes off the road. If you are merging, you need to not only have your eyes forward, but you also have to have your eyes in that mirror. You have to have, guys, when we're in these trucks, you have to realize that they don't handle like a car, they don't act like a car, they don't brake like a car, and instead of running, a 3,000-pound car, you're running 40,000 pound of freight. Okay, so truck, trailer, and freight's about 40,000. So it's extremely important that you go into this knowing that what you have is not a Corvette, or it's not a Mustang, or whatever sports car you want to call it. It's not that. This is not that. So, the distractions, especially anytime that you're rolling down the road in traffic, any distraction is deadly. And we have to minimize all those types of distractions. Putting your phone down, you shouldn't be touching your phone. You can put it on mute, don't answer it, do whatever you need to do, but just minimize that little bit of stuff. Turning off or muting your phone can reduce your chances of getting into an accident by 50%. Okay. So that's one way of leaving yourself a way out. Driving defensively. Maintain a safe speed and distance. This is what I'm talking about when I tell you to increase your following distance. You know, there's always going to be that ass that jumps in front of you. You leave your way out. This guy jumps in there and hits the brakes, and that's what he does. And you know what? Let him go. Let him go. You want to drive to your conditions. Slow down when conditions warrant it. Driving within the speed limit can also help you maneuver to a safe stop if you need to brake suddenly. Okay, you want to leave that way out. Now, be courteous to other drivers and signal every turn and lane change. By the way, if you make a lane change without a blinker, that's reckless driving in a CMV. Okay? Be aware of that. That blinker's got to be on until your lane change is complete. So, being courteous, remember, you only have a few items inside that truck to make this happen. You have a horn, you have lights, you have hand signals, and not that one. I mean, that's getting you nowhere. I've been flipped off 5 times in one day before. I never flipped them back. I just let them go. But you have hand signals, making sure you have eye contact. All right. These are the things that you can do to help not get in the accident and leave yourself a way out. All right. Use your mirrors. Again, before changing lanes, get in there or backing up. Be in the mirrors. If you're not sure, there's a symbol. It's called GOAL. GOAL. Stands for get out and look. Okay. If you're backing up and you're not sure what's there, you're not sure you can make it, take your time. Don't let anybody rush you. And don't let anybody shame you into doing something, that you're not, comfortable doing. Some cars also have blind spot warning systems. I do. It's good for 30 feet. Love the thing. Okay. If I got a driver in my blind spot, I can click it and it'll beep at me. If I hit my blinker, it'll beep at me and tell me there's somebody alongside of it. Love the thing. Okay, let's see. Now, let's talk about it. So, leaving yourself a way out. How many of you, and please, after the video, leave your comments below. It helps that some kind of algorithm thing or something, but if you leave comments below. But if you have left yourself a way out and it has saved you, let's talk about it. Type it in there. Mila will put it on the page. But I'm telling you now that hundreds of times I've been in situations where, if it hadn't have been for the fact that I had increased my distance or, I was looking ahead at people passing illegally and just slowed down and pulled over, I let them pass. They passed me, they'd have hit me head on otherwise. But so I do have a couple videos up here I wanted to show you. They're kind of short, not really long, but watch this. This happened to me the other day.
Jim Justice, who's currently the governor, won the Republican primary.
So you see, just driving along, no big deal. I watched the truck.
Which means that the Senate, which is now 51-49.
I don't know if you can see my speed or not. But as soon as he started that foolishness, I backed off the speed. I was like, ooh, that's too much. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's going to do it, and I'm going to be not there. Okay. So that's how I went this way. Now, what do you think about this? Did these guys leave themselves a way out? and this isn't even a truck. These are just two cars, but the principle is the same. And I will tell you, they did not leave themselves a way out. I'm pretty sure this is a distracted driving deal, more than likely. So, yeah, that's a pretty rough crash right there. But anyway, you know, it's simple things. Just paying attention to what you're doing. 100 decisions in a minute. That is a ton. That is an absolute ton. All right, so here's this one. I just let off the gas and let him go because you saw he was in some form or fashion weaving back and forth in that lane. He come across on me, and the easiest thing for me to do was let him go. You know, I'm not going to get mad over that. Just let him go, because if I don't let him go, then I'm going to get in some kind of entanglement with him, and it's not good for anybody. You know, you got to make sure you don't have road rage, guys. Don't let this kind of stuff make you mad, because if it makes you mad, then you're going to do something stupid, and there's no sense in that. So that is, let's see what else I have. I had a couple things down here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them. Let's try it.
You will put the letter in a drawer and lock the drawer.
All right. Sorry about the audio. It's
2 days.
picking up the
Such
radio.
communication will always bear 2 days delay in answering.
Manual recording will now start.
You
Sorry.
will not send it.
So
This is
we
just
roll
the
through
course I
here
took.
and look to the left.
After that, I sat down and wrote her just as polite
Somebody
a
didn't
letter as
leave
I
themselves
could,
way out.
telling her I
They're all rolled
realized a
over
mother's
there.
disappointment under such circumstances.
And you see this all the time on the road. You're going to see it all the time on the road. You just don't want to be it. Okay. Mila and I was talking after that conversation about the 100 decisions made every minute. And I said, that's why I can go all day. And that's why I'm tired at the end of the day, is because, you know, I'm busy all day. So the time goes by fast. And, but when I climb out of that truck, my ass is dragging, and it's not really my ass, it's my head, because I'm exhausted mentally. So, all right. Do we have any questions or comments? Nothing? Everybody's got this. I hope it makes sense to you. But, you know, we really need, as a community, to look at these kind of things and leave ourselves a way out. Because if you don't have a way out, you're stuck, and that means you're in it. So, you know, be aware, be alert, increase your distance, pay attention to what's going on around you, get away from the phone. Go ahead. Who we got? Stump! On a trip to Canada, I was delivering CH-47 Chinook engines. That's cool, man. And their service cans. Had Hotshot guy passed me and came over well before he was clear. I seen the way he was driving. Right. And you know, again, another one of these things is you can't fix stupid. You can't fix bad drivers. You want to get away from them, though. Don't be a part of their bullshit. You know, when they start to come over on you, just, you know, the best thing you can do is hit the horn, hit the lights, hit the brakes. So you want to back off of him. You want to hit the lights and let him know what he did. You don't have to cuss him out. You hit the horn to make him aware that he's coming over on you. Horn, light, brake. Or horn, brake, lights. Or just the brakes. But get away from the guy. Yes.
So I see the way he was driving in there.
Mirrors. Knew to slow down before I lost control. Watch everywhere. That's right, brother. You're right, Stump. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. You're absolutely correct. Rodney Beckner. Yes. Running in the Northeast was both amazing and stressful. People driving crazy through the rain and snow. That's right. And when you're from Texas, Rodney, you're not used to that all the time. Those people get used to it, and then it becomes a I don't know. You once you get used to it, it's like everything else. You stop paying attention to it until something gets away from it. But yeah, I'm glad you're here, bud. When you coming back, brother? So yeah, and in the Northeast, Rodney. Just one other thing, I did a video a few days ago, or maybe a few weeks ago, and had a list of the worst driving areas in the country, and the Northeast was some of the best. So I don't know how that works, but maybe it's because they're always driving in snow. All right, no more questions. We are done. This is Bryan with DD214 Transport. Please like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notification. If you can help us out over on Patreon, go on. I'll work with you hand in hand. So, yeah, have a great weekend. Have a great week. Love your family, man. It's all you got. It's all you got. All right, it's Bryan with DD214 Transport. We are out of here. Have a good week.
My patience is about to run